Hey, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going into the Revelation in the Dreaming City, but before we begin, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, let's jump straight into it. The Guardians' efforts to lift the Endless Night, a dark phenomenon that threatened the last city, were successful after they destroyed Kira, the Vex Mind controlling it. The loss of Kira came as a surprise to Savathun, the Witch Queen, disrupting her ability to maintain control over the taken forces. With Kira's destruction, the immediate threat to the last city was diminished. However, this victory did not come without further unrest. The presence of the illusory, or the Fallen, within the city caused tensions to rise, especially with the faction led by Lakshmi II, the leader of the future war cult. Lakshmi conspired with other factions to expel the illusory from the city, trying to rally the Guardians to her cause. When her attempts failed, she resorted to using a Vex portal to force the illusory out, with the apparent aid of Osiris. But Lakshmi's plan backfired. She was unable to control the Vex portal, which instead triggered a direct assault on the last city. The Vex invasion escalated into a fierce conflict, putting the House of Light, the illusory refugees in the city, in grave danger. Lakshmi too died during this chaos, but the Guardians managed to close the portal, save the illusory, and destroy the Vex. In the aftermath, Osiris mysteriously disappeared, leading many in the tower to suspect that he had been somehow involved in the Vex attack. Determined to track Osiris down, the Guardian, along with Saint 14 and Crow, followed his trail to the reef. There they entered the Dreaming City, where they encountered an unsettling sight. Osiris was in conversation with Marasov, the Queen of the Awoken. As the three Lightbearers approached, it quickly became clear that Osiris knew this was not Osiris at all. To their shock, the figure before them revealed itself to be none other than Savathun, the Witch Queen, who had taken on Osiris's form to hide from her sister, Xivu-Arath. Marasov intervened, encasing Savathun in a massive crystal prison. In the face of Saint 14's demand for answers, Savathun explained that she had assumed Osiris's identity in order to avoid detection by Xivu-Arath, who was hunting her on behalf of unknown powers. To save herself, Savathun struck a bargain with Marasov in exchange for removing the parasite, the worm that had been implanted within her. She promised to release Osiris back to the Guardians. Though wary of the notorious Witch Queen and her history of deceit, Saint 14 and the Guardian agreed to help Marasov as they were desperate to rescue Osiris. Marasov, in turn, required the help of the Guardians to free her Techions, powerful awoken sorceresses who could assist in the delicate task of removing the worm from Savathun's body, and preventing Xivu-Arath from corrupting the very fabric of reality through the ley lines in the Ascendant Realm. This task led the Guardians into the Ascendant Realm, where they battled to free the Techions. While this took place, Savathun remained trapped in her crystal prison, but she requested a personal audience with the Guardian. When the Guardian agreed to meet her, Savathun revealed a staggering truth. She explained that her actions, though often deemed villainous, had been motivated by a complex and often unseen purpose. She had been helping the Guardian for far longer than they had realized. She had been protecting them from the Black Fleet, guiding Crow to the last city to be redeemed, ensuring Zavala did not go to war with the Empress Katul, and even exposing Lakshmi II's conspiracy against the illusory. Savathun claimed that she had even saved Osiris from Xivu-Arath when he had become lightless. Despite the Guardian's initial shock, Savathun insisted that she was no longer a villain, and that neither she nor the Guardian were heroes. Instead, they were both paracausal, existing beyond the normal constraints of the light and the dark. Despite this unsettling revelation, the Guardians proceeded with Marasov's plan. They sought out the Techions and hoped that removing Savathun's worm would strip away her lies and deception, leaving her vulnerable and without the protections of her throne world. Marasov, ever cautious, planned to strike down the Witch Queen once her power was gone. However, suspicions lingered, particularly with Ikora Rey and Crow. During her time impersonating Osiris, Savathun had made Crow gather dead ghosts from the spider's collection, but the purpose of this was unknown, raising even more questions. As the plan unfolded, Savathun reached out again, this time attempting to speak directly to Crow. She claimed that all the encouragement and advice she had given him while posing as Osiris had been genuine. She warned him that without understanding the truth of her actions, he would remain vulnerable to manipulation by those with false promises. Despite her words, both Ikora and Marasov forbade Crow from meeting with Savathun, believing he would fall prey to her lies and manipulation. This decision angered Crow, who felt trapped and isolated by the refusal to trust him. Frustrated and eager for answers, Crow confronted Savathun. The Witch Queen toyed with him, acknowledging that she had wanted to be kind, but the truth can be painful, especially for someone like him, who had run from his past. Uldren saw, with the Guardian watching, and despite Glint's pleas, Crow touched the crystal containing Savathun, unlocking a flood of memories. He saw his former life as Uldren, his death as the Guardian's hands, and the pain of his rebirth. This revelation shook Crow to his core, and he stormed away, angered and devastated. Glint, too, condemned Savathun for causing Crow such pain, but she remained unmoved, merely stating the truth had come from a friend. Marsov soon learned of the emotional toll Savathun had exacted on Crow, and her anger was palpable. Crow, now further distanced from the Awoken, requested a new assignment from Ikora Rey, and Marsov ordered that Savathun no longer receive visitors. The Witch Queen, imprisoned and isolated, was left to contemplate her fate as the Dreaming City became a place of division and distrust, both among the Guardians and within the ranks of the Awoken themselves. So, what did you guys think of a revelation in the Dreaming City of Savathun? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.